Hello, Geminis, and welcome to your September 2024 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. Here I have the Pope in reverse as you come in. Now, that can be many things. But it's that kind of, for some of you, it can be a complete lack of trust towards authority, which would probably be all Geminis. Uh, the Pope in reverse, where it's upright, the Hierophant is the bringer of ritual that understands and then understand the spiritual wisdom of the high priestess and brings it into the concrete in his actions. That's why he's the transmitter of rituals and traditions and things like that. There's that sovereignty on how we want to practice our spirituality. When he's in reverse, he becomes more dogmatic than actually understanding. So sometimes it can also reflect being very harsh on ourselves, in that dogmatic thing. Under him, I have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of all the unconscious old battles we've went through where we're still hurt, on our guards, not trusting. Do you see what I mean? That's why I'm adding the not trusting authority kind of thing. Not trusting our authority and others. Institutions, religion, government, whatever. So this is an interesting approach to the month of September. But here in the middle, we will have a judgment about it because this might be an old lingering thing within yourself, but it was enough to remove the sun, to remove that easy access to expansion of here I am to the world, growing to all I can be. Almost like there's this overpowering crazy hand preventing you to do that. Something inside of you believes it. It's in the waters. The trumpet here is going to bring it up to the surface so that you can judge it. That overpowering hand used to put you in your head. And it really kind of removing the sun, drowning your waters, preventing you to feel the lightness, even feeling the flow or seeing the universe giving you what is aligned to you. Here, the star in reverse, re-questioning everything, having your Mercury going, overactive in an area where it should just flow naturally, like expansion, expressing of self, and all of that. This timidness of, I cannot trust this. It's going to be brought up to the surface to be addressed in you. My beautiful Geminis here. Probably side effect again of, like I was talking to Aries and Taurus. We have Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. So anything that removes your power, removes your capacity to emanate who you should be, to express yourself freely without fearing lack of discernment and sovereignty over how you're applying your life. This is going to be shaken and explode. Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. So until November. But here, with judgment, we're having right away the high frequency of judgment that's going to pull out the parts of us that are like that. And here we have the Eight of Wands at the end. And this is great because this is, see, going from the I'm stuck in my head to I'm dancing with the universe. Liberating, freeing your fire. Freeing your fire here. And by doing this, it brings you to the Two of Wands, where there's the old way, where I did not have power over what I manifest, over what I choose to bring from above to below here, and going towards strength, where no matter what my animalistic side, ego, inner, unprocessed inner child went through, my higher self now is taking charge. So this is kind of liberating your fire, Gemini. That's beautiful. Liberate, freeing your fire. Let's clarify this. Over censoring yourself by fear of reprimand. That can go back from a long time here. Okay? Maybe you were too loud. Maybe you were too luminous at one point. Okay. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Geminis for the month of September 2024. Allowing you to be all that you are. And we do have the full moon in Aries. Aries rules the first house of I am. It is fire. And Mercury will be in opposition to Saturn on the same day. Mercury is your ruler. It's the understanding, the intelligence of the divine. Being in opposition with Saturn, which, if there's somewhere that I'm losing my power, somewhere that I'm, old karma or whatever, it's my opportunity to shed the light on it and understand it. Okay, let's look at that Pope in reverse. Pope in reverse. Page of Pentacle in reverse and Fool in reverse. So, of course, if, we're dealing with this, we're not going to be blindly jumping into things. And there's probably a delay in our own growth and expansion. Nine of, it went back in and back. I'm keeping this because, it's probably going to bring up to the surface the real heartaches that are putting us in our head, that are putting us on the defensive, unconscious defensive mode with this, force field around us. Okay. Yeah. Because either we were manipulated, either we were in front of things are happening to us. I don't have the power to change it. I'm not the one manifesting or co-creating with the universe. It's higher forces doing it to me. And so the pains of it deground me. I am not grounded emotionally because of it. Okay? So that creates a lot of sad, like a deep core sadness and depression. Okay, even if you're smiling out there, there's this lingering, because of the King of Cups in reverse. You could be feeling everything, even what is not yours, and trying to process this. But 10 of Cups in reverse, this is speaking to the Geminis that have that deep core sadness from whatever created this. The Pope in reverse and the Magician in reverse. Let's look at the Judgment here. So it's being addressed. 6 of Cups, Ace of Wands. The judgment that you're going to have on, let's say, the lack of sun, of just giving you the right to be, to take your place, is going to give you a brand new wand that comes from balanced. It's the heart chakra. It's that purified water. Here, I'm bringing my energy in a completely different way. So I'm going to get out of my head. That's for sure. Ooh. Yeah. We have the Queen of Wands. Let's see what's there. The Pope. I don't know if it was like this or like this. But the Pope. Of course, we want the judgment on the Pope. There it is. On the Sun and on the Pope. Ace of Wands with the Queen of Wands. I think it's that Moon in Aries here. We have fire that's being reset. We have the 8 of Pentacle in reverse with that Page of Pentacle in reverse. The thing with the 8s are right there in the unconscious solar plexus. So things that should be understood and natural. That's why the 8 of Pentacles, this guy does not realize the efforts he's making. He's just growing naturally. He's grounded and he's passionate in what he does. And he expands naturally, like the seed expands naturally into the tree. You know, don't have to think about it. 8 of Wands, it's when the energy is flowing naturally. You don't have to strategize it. You don't have to consciously make moves. It's bang, bang. It flows. But when, because the unconscious here, solar plexus is ruled by Mercury in this Sephiroth, then you put Mercury and Mercury together, and then you have overload of Mercury. You have the natural process of understanding and thinking plus hyperactivity, and that creates entanglement, trying to control things, and the feminine, the shadow part, is tied up. So anyway, here, that new wand is kind of going to activate this. This is what I want. The sunflower. This is my aspiration. Giving you the right to desire, to expand, to be who you are. 8 of Wands. Here, yeah, we have our Star in reverse. So the 8 of Wands, that means it's going to bring you on a, let's say, on a path, or the universe is going to support you, and the fire within you that's going to work by itself to push you to accept that cup, that extra cup, to get you out of another prison, an emotional prison, so that you can leave these cups, been there, done that, and you can accept the new cup. So that, see, leave the old water, accept the new water. That's going to be the choice. All the memories, the imprinted memories of my the times where things happen to me due to stronger willpowers, strategies, vibrations, worth, whatever. Okay? Here, so that I can really leave that behind. Institutions or whatever. Reaffirming my divine masculine here. And probably leaving behind a whole lot of emotional baggage. It's going to be kind of, because here we have, let's bring up the emotional baggage so that you can get this new fire, because all that water is drowning you unconsciously. And it was caused by Pope in reverse, Magician in reverse. Now we're going to get back our power, our fire. It's the recuperation of fire. You're heading towards the universe pushing you to release the old waters, to make sure that this is not part of you anymore. So maybe during Scorpio season, it's going to be even more. Now we're in Virgo, or maybe Libra also. But anyway, next step is water, Gemini. But now, get that fire. I'm going to call this Get That Fire. Because this old ancestral pain caused by overpowering, distorted, it could be figures of authority. It's time to let that go, because it's really preventing you to bloom, to emanate in the way you should. So if this speaks to you, this month is going to provoke that. So you might revisit some of this. Like Pluto is going to try and explode things back in Capricorn. All right? So if you want a private reading, or take the tarot course that's available online, it's all in the description below, in the plus section. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to help grow the channel, my beautiful Geminis. You've got this. At the end of the month, or around the full moon in Aries, there's going to be your choice. Take it. Fire revival. Take that fire. And so I'm sending you all my love and light. And I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.